So, I ain't getting any. I've heard good things about it, though, so...
Amazon.
Well, yeah.
Amazon.
If I wanted to spend the money.
I just posted a link to them in Discord.
I'll look at it after.
Me too.
Gotta focus, trying not to crash into
They are stupid. Like, they usually come in a bucket. And... If you sit any normal person down in front of a bucket of those, they'll have 2 or 3, and then like 5 minutes later, the bucket will be empty. and they're sitting there wondering what happened. Like I don't know what happened. They're just all gone.
They're hard to stop eating.
Dude, they are stupid good.
They got just the right amount of sweetness on them too.
Yeah, just a hint of
like
sweet.
a pound of sugar that you usually put into your sweets.
Probably more than that.
Are they like Kellogg's Corn Pops? Kind of. That's probably the closest thing I can think of. But they're more crunchy.
Oh, I have to slow down.
And they're not hollow in the center.
I can go faster if that helps.
No, I slowed down, so don't worry.
No, it's 40 here anyway.
It's kind of like a cross between a Corn Pop and a Captain Crunch.
What the heck happened up here?
You just ran the red light, FYI.
Go ahead, Baka.
Well, I thought you were in front of me for some reason. Why didn't we turn there?
Well, I'm turning on the next one. Just turn left on the next one. It's fine. You could turn left. You could turn left here, or you could turn left in the next one. It really doesn't matter.
Ah, okay.
Alice was in the correct lane. I was not, and it was like the traffic was too bad. I couldn't get over, so.
Yeah, I saw we were coming up to like a turn, and so I slowed down so Baka could either get in front of me or whatever she wanted to do.
It's fine. We'll get there eventually.
Yeah, we'll all get there.
But yeah, they are crazy. If you want me to, Mom, when we come up to visit later this year, we're definitely going to stop at Buc-ee's, because I can't travel through San Antonio and not stop at a Buc-ee's. That's against the law.
That's criminal.
It is. You get your Texas card revoked if you do that. I can pick you up some.
Do Texans eat boiled peanuts?
I mean, the answer to your question is so generic, the answer has to be yes. Somebody who lives in Texas eats boiled peanuts.
Okay, is it boiled peanuts a big thing in Texas?
I think it's more of a niche thing. It's more of a... It's not super popular, no. But they are sold at like convenience stores, so they've got to be popular enough.
How did Alice get in front of me?
Because I went the right way.
Yeah.
You went the right way.
Okay.
I mean, Ellen.
That's... Props, dude. That was awesome. They went the right way.
That was great.
I'm not even mad.
Bring you
Sorry, I'm getting a little bit more comfortable.
I'll bring you a bucket. I don't think did they sell them in bags at Buc-ee's? I've always seen them in buckets. How did you buy yours?
Buckets.
You talking to me? Mine's in a bag. I didn't even see the bucket.
I think the bags might actually be bigger than the buckets. Shoot, if that's the case, I'm buying the bags.
Hi, Ethereal. You trying to help me drive?
The bags are 13 ounces.
Wow.
I think the buckets are only like 8 or 9.
So that's the size of what? Because I'm not familiar with ounces.
8 ounces is what we consider a standard sized beverage. of like water. If you're gonna drink water at a dinner table, it's usually served in an 8-ounce glass. So
that's like 2 deciliters or something. I don't know.
Maybe it's more than a. Well, no, that's.
Do you do grams, Baka?
Grams, yeah, she does grams.
So 369 grams.
Ah, okay, yeah, I got that. Thanks.
I was about to equate it to the a can of Coke, and then I realized that liquid ounces and dry ounces are measured differently.
Yes, they are.
And I was like, well, that's not going to help because a can of Coke is 12 ounces, but I know 8 ounces of Bucky Bites is bigger than that. I was like, oh god, I fucking hate that we use Imperial. It's so stupid.
It is.
I mean, I do understand cups, if that helps. Cup measurements.
Well, in all fair, but cups are also different, liquid and solid.
Yeah.
In America, there's 2 different cups, and it's so stupid. I hate it.
It is.
Like, I completely agree with everyone else in the world that the metric system is a much better idea, and it's smarter. But I have no personal say in the process.
Nope.
So I can't do anything about it.
My cat is being super cute.
The thing is, isn't liters in dry versus wet different as well?
In the metric system, you don't measure dry via liters.
Oh.
No,
Oh yeah, it's
you
grams.
measure them with
You-
grams
you-
or kilograms.
Yeah, you would do grams. Yeah. That being said, I measure almost all of our food is measured in like grams and stuff. But our liquids are measured in fluid ounce. Oh, it's fucking stupid. I hate it. I've actually had this discussion at length with Cappy a few times, and I've explained to her like, well, we've debated about it and discussed like if the United States ever switches to metric, like how are we gonna do this?
Magic.
And I kind of said, you know, the smartest thing for us to do would be to switch to metric in one system at a time. And
Yeah.
And the first system to switch, which would be the easiest because the government would institute it, would be all of the
Game froze. No, it just crashed.
What happened?
My game crashed.
Oh no. Yeah, I just saw
Yep.
that you disconnected. I was saying that probably the easiest thing to do would be to switch all of our roads from miles to kilometers.
Yeah, but the thing with that is most Americans don't even use distance like that. We tell our distances in time. Like it takes you an hour to get somewhere versus so many kilometers.
Exactly. That's what would also help make it an easier transition. Is it would still be 2.5 hours to, you know, for me it would still
So
be
and
two.
so.
Yeah, it would be 2.5 hours for me to get to San Antonio. I don't even know how many miles that is. So what does it matter if we switch from miles to kilometers? It doesn't matter how many kilometers it is. I know it's 2.5 hours.
That's like how I looked up earlier how long it would actually take me to get to Reading IRL. It was like 2 days.
American cars show miles. Most modern American cars have electronic dashes, and the electronic dashes have a button to switch to kilometers.
And most older cars have both metric and standard.
Yeah, the miles per hour is the bigger number, but kilometers are still on there.
There's a crash up ahead in the right-hand lane.
Like my Prius, your Prius is newer than mine, Mom, and my Prius has a little button that I just push and it switches everything to kilometers.
Oh, nice. But also the easiest way would be to like print on packages like in grams or deciliters with the ounces so that people can
We
compare it.
we have that
Douche.
already.
Okay.
All of our foods have grams. All of our liquids have milliliters. We don't really mess with deciliters. We either do milliliters or liters.
It crashed again. Fuck.
You want to do a real quick scan of your game files to make sure they're not damaged or something?
Yeah, I will.
The problem is that there's a lot of people who are afraid to switch, not because they think it's going to affect their life, just because it's something different and they're afraid of it.
America.
It would just be for me personally, with being dyslexic, it would be hard for me to like pick it up quickly. So that's the only thing. It would have to be taught to me, if that makes sense.
Traffic, real bad traffic. Both
Whoa.
lanes.
I didn't do it.
That truck hit me, and I got fined for it. What an asshole.
Yeah.
But I have I watch a Canadian on YouTube. He actually says in the construction field, doing like half inches and stuff like that's better than the metric. I don't know. I'm a typical American, so I'm standard all the way.
To reacquire 4 files, apparently.
I'm just disappointed. Like, I know for a fact that if somebody even poses the idea that the school system should at least teach the metric system in school, there's going to be a huge outcry. That's ridiculous. I don't want my kid learning European numbers and stupid
The
stuff
thing
like
is,
that.
though, do they even teach that stuff in school anymore?
No.
No. They didn't
Like-
teach the metric system when I was in school.
Same.
And that was, God, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's like the only time I learned metric for the first time when we started doing like science experiments. And that was in high school.
Like, they don't even teach cursive anymore.
My daughter was that generation.
Well, I'm okay with that. I've other than signing my name, I have never written in cursive because literally every place I write, they're like, this must be printed. Print everything.
You don't
Yeah.
write checks or anything anymore?
No. And even when I did write checks, I signed them in cursive, but all of the check was written in print.
You ain't supposed to do that.
Banks don't care.
You're
I use-
supposed to write the entire check in cursive?
You're supposed to, yeah. It's hard to forge or change the writing on the checks, and for them to be changed.
When I learned how to do that, they taught me to write it all in print minus my signature.
Yes, same here. They're like, somebody needs to be able, they need to be able to read your handwriting. Because I think that was the thing that killed cursive, is that
Yeah.
when they taught cursive, people with bad handwriting, it just multiplied how bad their handwriting was.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Baka, that sucks.
Did she crash completely?
When I told her to verify her game files, she verified them, and it says it needs 4 game files to be fixed, but it's 5.6 gigs.
Ooh. Ouch.
So there's definitely some problems with her game that need to get repaired, but
Yeah.
unfortunately 5.6 gigs on her internet's gonna suck.
Yeah. That's why I said ouch. I'm sorry, Becca. I'll miss you.
Yeah. Sorry about
I'll miss
that.
your antics and your chaos. I'll miss your chaos the most, though.
I'll miss your lag spikes. Watching you bounce off the road. 100% damage to all your stuff. Those were good days.
Yes, yes, they are.
I think they charged her for that delivery. She didn't even get paid.
Yeah.
She was saying it was like $8,000 in damages or something. And I was like, I don't think that job paid $8,000.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know where I'm going because it's so freaking dark.
How'd you
I
get
have my
so
lights
far
on.
ahead of me?
Magic.
I went the right way.
That too.
I feel like you were speeding because I was going 55 though.
I was going 55. The entire way I was going 55.
That's impossible.
No, I'm telling the truth. I swear.
Stop. I used the guardrail to help me stop.
In all fairness, I did have to pull on my e-brake for me to stop in time, so that's probably why it was so abrupt for you. You went the right way. Oh.
Why do you have a ghost above your name?
I don't know. I think my tire might be in the gas station or something.
Oh, maybe, because now you don't have it.
I posted a picture of Midnight helping on Discord.
Oh, good lord. I don't know where to turn either.
Yeah, isn't it super dark?
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, I'm still in the area, so I don't know if that helps at all, though.
Seeing you did help, yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, so now we need to go up into Oregon. You don't have to move. You can stay there if you want.
I know, I wanted to just help too with my lights if I could.
Oh man, you get so much more experience with this too.
Yeah.
Man, that sucks for Baka.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, right? I'm such a jerk. Okay, I'm debating if I should get just in time or my last hazardous cargo.
I would say get just in time because I have it.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't have another skill point for any of the hazard, but that's where my next 3 skill points are going to is hazard when I get them.
Okay.
I'll let you know when I get what I get.
Yeah, Baka's like, no, all that experience lost. It was like 900 experience, dude. It was awesome. We're just sitting here bragging about it. Oh my god, look at all this money and experience. It's free. Just rubbing it in. Okay.
I love you, Baka.
Is there a truck dealership here in town? I think so. There's something big down here. What is this? What is just south of us? What is that?
A gas station?
No,
a repair station?
There's 2 repair stations right next to each other. They both can't be service depots.
No, they're not. I think they're way stations, both of them.
That doesn't make sense. What the hell is that?
No idea, Matt.
Is that where we're going?
Let's say no. Alright, external contracts. Reading. I want to go north.
Need go-go juice.
I may too. I may as well. It's a Buc-ee's, pretty much. Lakeview.
Buc-ee's don't
Oregon.
have diesel.
That's true. That's really disappointing. Buc-ee's don't allow truck drivers.
That's stupid.
Well, it's not for them. It's for
The average customer.
yeah.
Yeah, like they
Oh.
have. I think the one I went to has 250 gas pumps.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're enormous, dude. They're not fucking around.
Yeah,
It's like
I guess I
a
stated it wrong.
supersized
They,
Walmart on crack.
for a gas station, you're right. And word of advice: don't go there on a holiday weekend.
I can't.
No.
I don't live near one, so I physically can't.
Well, you should take a vacation to go see one.
Nah, good. I don't travel well.
Alright, so I gotta figure out where my scroll wheel is. Dang it. Dang it.
Having issues over there, sir?
Yeah. Where the hell am I? Medford, Reading. Here we go. I probably need gas and a nap as well, so I'll head up that way. I did already accept the next job.
Yeah, I saw. I already took it. Gonna go get gas.
Yeah, I also need to take a nap.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Bonka,
Lord.
if you want, you can play offline a little bit to gain a level or two. That way, since you had to miss out on a bunch of experience, and you'll probably miss some more by not being able to drive tonight, just drive on your own free time and gain a level or two. It'll help you keep up. Well, I guess next time you buy something off Amazon that you are willing to pay for shipping for, just throw a bag of those in there with it at the same time. Because, yeah, I'm not paying $25 for for a bag of Bucky Bites.
That sounds ridiculous.
Well, they're cheap. They're $7, but her shipping is $25.
Oh, Slovenian.
Yeah, Slovenia. But it's like, you know, next time you want to buy something off Amazon and you're like, I absolutely have to have this.
Yeah.
I'm willing to pay $25 for shipping for this. Then it's like, okay, just add Bucky Bites to it. Beaver Bites, whatever. Go into the nap time. You don't need to sleep, Alice?
Nope.
Do you have sleep turned off?
Yep.
Oh. Well, that'll explain it. Did you get a sleeper cab just now?
Me?
Two Talon?
No, I had one.
Oh. I was driving up towards this place and I just saw your truck like double in size. I guess it was just rendering problem.
Probably. I'll wait on the highway for you too.
Okay. You're clear.
You cannot move freely about the world because you don't have a truck to drive.
What?
Oh.
Weird.
Your truck's right in front of me.
Yeah, I'm looking right at my truck. Okay.
Maybe close the game and come back in?
I guess. Let me try.
That's weird. You literally just upgraded your truck. Or repaired it or something.
I put some flags on it.
Where's my trailer? Did you take my trailer, Alice?
No.
Oh Jesus, there it is.
It's hiding on you.
It's behind. It's literally beside the building in the little alleyway.
Oh, that's weird.
I've never seen it put over there before.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
What's that?
I gotta sleep and get gas and repair my truck.
Something weird happened?
Apparently, I disconnected back right after I dropped my trailer off.
Weird. Okay. So that's why it wouldn't let you do anything to your truck. That's strange. Well, we'll wait for you. Don't worry about it. We're not in a huge hurry. So this is
Yeah, I don't
going.
mind.
This is going an interesting kind of an off-road route,
Oh, nice.
and we're heading all the way through Oregon
Nice.
because we're at the destination's at the very north side of Oregon.
Oh. I'm looking at the link you posted for the Bucky thingies.
Yeah, they're like little crisp, airy cookie things.
They kind of remind me of rice cakes, but different. Does that make sense?
Yeah, the texture is much different than a rice cake.
Yeah.
I do kind of get what you're going for.
Yeah. Like puffed rice or whatever.
Yeah, kind of. They're very hard to describe.
Yeah, no, I understand, but that's what, from what I'm seeing, that's what it looks like.
Yeah. I mean, your description is not terribly wrong.
Yeah, so that's good.
I do like how sleeping in multiplayer doesn't screw up your time.
Yeah, same.
I have construction in front of me, just FYI.
In the right-hand lane, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like stopped right in front of the arrow guy.
He has a name.
Well, you know what I meant.
His name is Steve,
Okay.
and he works hard.
These actually look like decently healthy. Like, I know they're not healthy by any means, but you get what I mean. Like, the ingredients look good.
Yeah, it's not like it's full of weird stuff.
Yeah.
They remind you
What?
of small round smockies. Yeah, I got no idea. What the hell is
Oh.
Sea Tower? Oh, there he is.
Then we went to room
Oh.
for room.
I don't understand. It's not letting me take the mission.
Weird.
What's it telling you?
It says you cannot take the same external contract again.
Can you abandon? Well, then you may have already accepted the contract. Does your GPS have a line driving you over to Walbert?
It does not.
Can you abandon?
Weird.
Can you abandon the mission?
I don't have a current job.
That's strange.
It says I currently have no job delivery.
Close out of the game completely and relaunch. Sounds like
I'm going
something-
just for shits and giggles. I'm going to see if I have files I need to update to. You might as well go. Still waiting on me.
That kitty looks like he's being very helpful.
Yeah, isn't he? He'll sometimes even paw the keyboard. He's such a good cat, though. I took that while driving carefully. Because he got off just as soon as I took it.
Is there another way I can see my jobs without doing it off of the GPS?
I don't know what the TPS is.
GPS?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you hit escape. And the box, there should be a box in the top left-hand corner if you have a job. Should say cargo, from, to, destination, money.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
And you can click on it there and abandon it or whatever you want to do.
Okay, that's it.
You get it fixed?
I think so. Yeah.
Awesome. Sweet. All right, so he's going to pick up the job now. I'll let you know when to go, Alice.
Okay. I'll start my truck up.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a little tiny trailer. This is not a super profitable job.
How did I miss that?
Skill, obviously. Man, these little wrist braces really help.
Nice.
I only wore it for like a day and a half. My wrist feels like 90% better.
I just exercise my wrist a lot. That's the only thing I do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
All right, go ahead to Alice.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you weren't kidding. You were right behind that dude.
Yeah. Like I was at least far enough away so I could get out and go, but
Yeah.
Hey, that sign told me I could get weed in Portland.
Yeah, I saw something about that. I didn't really pay that close attention to it. But...
see. I was like, what?
Oh, there's another one. Okay. There's actually a town called Weed. Okay.
They must have a lot of it then.
Was Oregon the first state to legalize that?
I don't think so. I think Colorado was first. But Oregon was very close.
Oh.
If they weren't first, they were second. I know it was either, or maybe Colorado and Oregon did it at the same time. I don't remember, but
These curvy curves.
mm-hmm.
I put wide load flags on the front of my truck for the smallest cargo I've ever hauled yet.
I saw you had that oversized banner on the front.
Yeah.
I just find them more fun. You actually got to pay attention to what you're doing.
Frickin' car. What the fuck? Fuck you, car.
Oh my god.
He was swerving like no tomorrow.
Alright, so there may be a broken down car in front of you two, Talon.
Alright, the one that was in front of me about shoved over the guardrail rail.
I just wish the AI knew better to not be like swerving that way.
You...
Somebody cut you off too?
Yeah, Jeep. He's facing the wrong direction now.
think that's the next thing they should fix, honestly.
And then, you know, you get hit with a $900 fine.
Yeah, even though they're being an asshole.
Hey, we're going right through weed.
Oh, lovely. I don't see
They
any
don't
of
have
it.
a food bar on this thing.
Oh, for
Thirst
stopping
and
to
hunger?
eat? Yeah. Honestly, if they had thirst and hunger, I would turn that one off. I'd be like, no, I'm not doing that. I plan on replaying Subnautica eventually, and I'm going to put thirst and hunger off for those, too.
Just to have fun with the game.
Yeah, I just want to, like, I've already beaten them
Yeah.
with thirst and hunger, so I'm like, I just want to have fun now.
Yeah. Fluff around.
I think they could tweak the time on the thirst and hunger in Subnautica. I think the thirst comes around a little too often.
They also make it seem like you're going to die of thirst immediately after you start getting thirsty. It's like, like, my entire thirst bar will go away in like 6 hours. And I'm like, I've gone 2 days without drinking anything before it. It's fine, you're not going to die.
The thing is, with the technology in that game, you'd think they'd have something that would just filter the water for you in your suit.
There is in the second game.
There is?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a still suit. It doesn't work exceptionally well because, you know, whatever, but it does filter water, I think. I think all it really does is slow down your thirst.
Oh.
It doesn't actually, like, give you water bottles or anything.
It probably, like, gives you water as you're swimming. Like, passively.
Oh, I'm sure. I read what it was and then I just never built it. Or no, I did build it, I just never used it.
Yeah.
There's a surprising number of Dune references in this version of Subnautica.
The second one?
Mm-hmm. And I'm a huge Dune fan, so...
Yeah, I know. I know you're excited for that.
I did finish your remake.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Did it help at all?
It did. It's opened up a few other questions.
Like?
But for the most part, like right after they get to the desert,
Yeah.
he fights that guy and kills him. Where did that come from?
Yeah, that's not very well explained either. Yeah, in the book, I mean, it's supposed to be like this weird situation that Paul doesn't know really what's going on, but they do explain it to him in passing, and they just never do in the movie. He was challenged because the Fremen are supposed to be like these master fighters that nobody else can beat, and of course they get jumped. Paul and Jessica get jumped in the desert, and Paul like immediately just disarms this guy and kicks his ass, and so he's really offended that he got beaten in combat. So his the guy challenges him for like his honor. Because he's like, I can't be beaten by this random kid. So he's like, I want my honor back. So he challenges him to a fight to the death. And of course, Paul's like, I don't want to kill this guy. I just met him. But they're like, nah, you gotta. Like, he's gonna keep fighting until you kill him. So.
Yeah, that makes him a little more, because it just jumps right into the fight scene, and I was like,
Yeah, it's even better in the book because during the fight, Paul is kind of... Everybody can tell during the fight Paul is pulling his punches. He's not trying to hurt the guy. But everybody can tell, everybody who's watching the fight can tell that Paul is holding himself back. And finally they pull him aside real quick and they're like, bro, you can't do that. You're making this worse. He's getting more and more offended because he can tell that you're not killing him. It's the whole, like, it's more honorable to die in combat than it is to be, defeated and let live. So he's just like, just fucking kill me already.
I will say though, the beginning of that, the first 10 minutes, that little snippet you put in there with like the art drawings did answer a lot of questions about the Benedictine, the Jesuits, and the guild.
Yeah, the Bene Gesserits and the Spacing Guild. Yeah, that scene comes from the television release of the movie, not the theatrical release. And I always preferred the television intro because it gives you a lot more information. I also liked the scene near the end because they never explain what's up with the heart plugs in the movie.
Yes.
You just see the people walking around with heart plugs all the time. And I think they mention it once, but that nothing ever happens about it. And then I added that scene with Thufir that was cut out of the movie. And I was like, see, that's what they're for.
I'm wondering if I missed that, because what scene?
It's the scene at the very, very, very end, like last 5 minutes. When Paul and everybody walk into the antechamber room at the end, and
yeah, Thufir pulls it out on his own.
Yes, exactly.
But wasn't that in the original?
No, that was a cut scene.
Huh.
There was a scene earlier in the movie that was in one of the versions. I think it was in the theatrical release, where the Baron is like, he's like torturing a little boy, and the Baron reaches over and pulls the heart plug out of the boy's chest.
Yeah, and that's when you first meet
Fade.
Him.
Sting.
Dude's gonna die in front of his car.
I know, right? Somebody's gonna come up going the other way and not be paying attention and hit his car into him.
Yup.
And he's gonna go flying.
You're gonna die.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking forward to the movie, although I'm both excited and disappointed that the movie is only the first half of the book. So they're gonna have to have a second movie, which, I mean, I'm glad, because they'll be able to get more content in there. And it'll be more accurate to the book, but I'm also disappointed. I'm one of the people that I'm like, I would be okay if they made a 4.5-hour Dune movie. I would watch it. But I do realize most people wouldn't, so...
It's like splitting a movie in half.
Yeah, it's like the last Harry Potter movie that they split in half. Like,
what I was gonna say.
A lot of Harry Potter fans would have loved to watch a 4.5-hour final movie, but they also understand why it got split into two. And I'm the same way with Dune. I would watch a 4.5-hour Dune movie, but I know a lot of people wouldn't.
You would need an intermission.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know about Dune or anything about it, so...
Dune is much more niche than Harry Potter. Like, Harry Potter was huge. but it was huge really soon after it came out.
Yeah.
And Dune was also very huge shortly after it came out, but it also came out in the 60s. So
Oh, that's why I've never heard of it until you've mentioned it.
yeah, the books came out. Well, the first book came out in the 60s.
Yeah.
And then the movie that Two Talon and I were talking about was 1984.
Oh my gosh.
So that was 40 years ago almost.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Sorry.
So yeah, there's that. So the new movie that's coming out, it's going to introduce a much larger audience to the series.
I assume it's sci-fi based?
Yeah, definitely.
Very much.
It takes, like, you know how most sci-fi is like, oh, like Star Trek is like, oh, the year is 2400.
Don't get me started on Star Trek or Star Wars.
Get out.
I hate it. I don't like them.
I don't think we can be friends anymore.
Yeah,
I'm
we can go
sorry.
ahead and just kick her off the server.
I'm sorry, I just could never get into them.
Oh my god. I'm okay if you're like, I don't like Star Wars. But when you're like, I don't like Star Trek, I'm like, uh-oh. All right,
Sorry, Matt.
we got problems now. Them be fighting words. But yeah, most sci-fi takes place like 100 or 200 years in the future. This one takes place 8,000 years from now.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
10,000 what?
10,000
850 something?
10,192.
Wow. That's impressive.
It's impressive when you realize that's 8,000 years in the future. Technology's got to have gotten way better. And then you
Nope.
watch it and then it's like, I mean, technology's much more advanced, sure, but
It's more realistic.
it's not Star Trek levels. It's less than that.
Yeah.
So oh wait.
Hey, at least you know I like Robin Hood Men in Tights.
I mean,
Who doesn't?
yeah, it's Mel Brooks, man. Who doesn't like Mel Brooks? Even if you were like, I don't like Robin Hood Men in Tights, but I really like, you know, History of the World Part 1, or I really like Young Frankenstein, I'd be like, that's fine. You don't have to like
them.
You don't have to like all Mel Brooks movies. You just have to like some Mel Brooks movies.
Men in Tights and Spaceballs.
Yep, those are high on the list.
Oh, Spaceballs.
I haven't seen it for a bit, but it's still a good movie.
My favorite Mel Brooks is still Young Frankenstein. Oh,
I haven't seen it.
it's so good. I think Men in Tights is probably my second favorite.
Hmm.
Oh, there's so many good ones.
Yep.
I'd have to look him up to see like what movies he's done, because I only know those two movies from him, unfortunately.
Then you had the ones that you'll never see on TV ever.
I'll just stream it.
You still see yeah, Blazing Saddles is hard to get. It's hard to get an uncensored version of Blazing Saddles.
Really?
How would they edit Blazing Saddles? I mean, it'd be like listening to a rap song on national radio.
Yeah.
Is it like swears or nudity?
It's racial slurs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Nope, that makes sense now.
But it's making fun of it. It's not like actual.
You've seen
Bad.
Men in
Yeah.
Tights, right?
Yep.
So the scene in Men in Tights when I chew at the end, and they're like, "I'm gonna make you Sheriff of Nottingham," and everybody goes, "A black sheriff," and he's like, "That worked in
Yeah.
Blazing Saddles." That's the whole.
Oh, so it's like it's playing on it, but not being rude.
It's nodding to Blazing Saddles. Blazing Saddles was primarily about a black guy, and
Oh.
Yeah, Blazing Saddles is blunt in your face kind of
yeah,
way of taking it.
yeah. I always thought to myself, man, it would be great if Mel Brooks would make another movie, and then I realized Mel Brooks can't make another movie.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he cannot make another movie in today's day and age.
This train is literally on two separate tracks.
Well, he's train drifting.
Drifting.
How old is Mel Brooks? Like 90?
He's 90 plus, I think.
Oh wow.
95.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cappy.
He an old dude.
Cappy best.
Those are the two people I'm not looking forward to dying because I know exactly what the headline is going to be. Mel Brooks is going to be everybody's dirty uncle just died.
Sorry for laughing.
Well, I mean, it's true. And then when Betty White dies, it's going to be America's. It's going to be America's grandma.
Yeah.
It was really sad when George Carlin died, though.
See, I was never a Carlin fan until after he had died. So it didn't affect me the way it hit a lot of people. And then I started watching a bunch of George Carlin stuff after he died, and I went, wow, this guy was awesome.
His play on words was amazing.
The sheriff's near. Yeah, he's right in front of me.
It's like when Tim Curry dies, I'm gonna take it hard.
Oh my god.
When he had a stroke, I took it hard.
I didn't even know he had a stroke until they made the like that one guy tweeted that was all like, man, I've always wondered what Tim Curry's been up to recently, and then Tim Curry responded was like, I had a stroke.
Yeah.
And everybody on the internet was all like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he did the Rocky Horror revamped, and I started crying because, like, it wasn't the same, which I understood why it wasn't the same, but B, just seeing him after stroke.
It was hard, man. But, I mean, he seems pretty, like, obviously he had a stroke. He's having a rough time. But
yeah.
All things considered, he seems to be in good spirits about it, because
yeah, definitely.
He's lost a lot of control over his body, but his mind is still just as sharp as it's always been.
Oh, definitely. And at least he still can talk.
Yeah.
And have fun, and like he's not completely fucked.
Yeah, he's definitely still got a sense of humor, that's for sure.
Yeah.
They're like, man, I saw this one where somebody was like, man, I just heard that Tim Curry had a stroke and I feel really bad, and Tim Curry responded was all like, I don't. He's like, I'm sitting on my couch eating M&Ms, I'm fine.
Oh my gosh, Matt.
I didn't even hit him.
You did?
No, I didn't.
On my screen you did.
Oh, okay. No, I just got close enough that he freaked out and slammed on his brakes on my screen.
Oh no, your trailer jiggled. And then I had to go around him.
I almost screwed you up again.
Yup. Matt just trying to fuck me over.
Sorry.
It's fine.
At least you saw that one ahead of time.
Yeah. At least you didn't just try to turn into me.
The AI or vermin? Yeah, dude.
Ugh.
They're brutal.
Tell me about it.
I know there's some AI mods that help with the car AI, but I'm not really willing to experiment with that in beta, so...
Yeah. It's frustrating, though, when they're swerving back and forth constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that hurt.
You okay back there?
Not really. That one sucked. I had 38% of my truck in one hit.
Ouch.
That's rough.
What you get for eating and driving at the same time.
Uh-oh.
Stupid beaver nuggets.
Why they gotta be so tasty?
See, this is why I don't eat and drive, because I don't like getting grease on my keyboard.
Engine malfunction. Yay!
That's where the phrase "finger licking good" came from. You gotta lick your fingers clean.
Do you not want to pay this repair bill?
Who does? I feel like we're just in like the bumfuck of nowhere.
We're in Georgia?
Yeah, it is Oregon. Wait, there's a Buc-ee's in Georgia? Where's there a Buc-ee's in Georgia?
No, mine's in Florida. I opened one in St. Augustine.
Let me rephrase that. There's a Buc-ee's in Florida? I didn't know until.
Did you flip?
No. 2%.
Oh no.
Yeah, careful down here too.
There's a couple of hairpin turns around here.
I'm not even gonna cruise control it for cruise control right now.
Something else you don't do? Watch Matt crash, because then you turn around and go off-road.
Uh-oh.
So now I am seeing at 47% damage on my truck, 11 on my trailer, and 3% on my cargo.
Oh, dude.
It's a nice looking house right there.
Yeah, that'd be awesome to live in.
God, I'm an idiot.
You know, I wasn't gonna say it, but there's a bunch of hair.
They say the first step is admitting it, right?
Yeah.
Only problem is I usually admit it every day and it never helps.
Eh.